Hello, class. My name is Michelle A, and I am answering question two of week two. And so I read chapter two of the Accessional Skills in Family Therapy, and it made a lot of sense to me. Um, the question is, what are some fears that clients have before entering family therapy? In your opinion, why do so many people slash cultures have fears and anxieties associated with entering therapy? Have you experienced this in your own life? If so, share if you'd like. And lastly, what can therapists do to support clients who are entering family therapy with such fears? So for me, I agree with our text. A lot of times okay, for my family, when I was younger, we didn't go and seek family therapy until we were in it's like third or fourth degree burns. Like we are suffering pretty bad. That's when we went. And matter of fact, it wasn't that we went, it was that they intervened. So I think that people think that they can either handle it themselves or either there's some fear. There are some pride issues regarding I'm going to go and get help. I'm going to pay for someone to help me with my social issue, my family issues. Um, as well as just for African Americans, just for me, just for a black person, for my family, we don't usually trust people that's in that area because it's kind of like I'm gonna use some terms. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but this is the only way I can say it. It's kind of like that's the white man's world. If you go over there and you're doing all of that, they're not there to help you. They're not there to help you. They don't want to help you. They're paid to do it, and they will, but they won't truly understand you. They can't truly help you. I don't know when or where that was embedded, but it's been embedded for years. It could be embedded because my first few years, I can't recall anything in elementary, but from 14 to 18, I started working and got my permit, and I experienced years of just racism. Like if I hand you your money back, because I was a cashier at McDonald's, then I was a cashier at Hardee's Thick Burgers. So if I hand you when I would hand people their money back, they would like not want to touch my hand, or if I would say hi, they would not say hi back. And those are things that I guess had been going on since I was in elementary, but I never noticed it until I became a teenager. um Scowls or dirty looks or averted eye contact, or when the boys would go down the aisle and go and make these monkey noises, and I'm thinking like, those guys are funny, and I didn't realize till afterward they were trying to make fun of me. And so I'm like, okay, that's a strange joke. Or even once I was walking down the road, and these guys threw a Taco Bell cup with the mango tea in it at me and then called me the N word. And so I started to realize that my life doesn't matter to a certain type of people for whatever reason. And I didn't know why, but I knew like don't trust them because they don't like you. And there's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing you could do about it. Just don't like you. But God works in mysterious ways, and I moved to Texas when I turned 19 with my new husband. We got married, moved to Texas, and I was pregnant, all that good stuff, all in the same year. And we met some awesome people, and they were white. And I thought they were faking. You don't like me, really. You're faking. I don't know what you're faking for, but you ain't got to fake with me. I don't have to be in your face. But I learned that they weren't faking. They were people of God. They loved me. They loved my husband. They loved our family. They still didn't quite understand, going back to the therapy, they still didn't quite understand certain cultural aspects, or just like how you there's a feeling that it just never goes away. The You're not important, they don't like you, I'll never like you. Even with all this stuff going on in the world, it's like that's nice, but we'll see. We'll see for whatever reason that you may not like me. I can't quite figure it out, but it's a lot. That seems to be a lot of work, to put into that. So for therapy, black okay, some cultures feel that if I'm going to therapy, it's just white people there. No one's gonna help me in therapy. Why would I pay you to help me? It just doesn't make sense. Obviously, I'm studying this field. I want to be a family and marriage counselor. I want to represent people of color and let them know you do need help. Okay, there's bad things going on. You need help. and I would like to help you. I want to be show representation, more representation. I believe there's lots of, people of color that are in these fields now, but I just think it's just we don't certain cultures, like I said, they don't get help until they're in a bad position. And at that time, your pride is hurt, you feel shameful, you feel angry, you feel guilty, you feel just uncomfortable, and accepting the help, you're being forced to accept help, because you were unable or didn't know that you can get help before. So it's just not something, I think that for the African American culture particularly, it's not something that's been invited as a good thing, you know? Um, I hate to give a history lesson, but when you look at it, that wasn't something that was extended. You get help from within your own. You're not, there's no, you can't just go out and find help from someone. Nobody cares about you. There's no black people that work there. They don't care about you and they want you to fail. That's it. That's what a lot of African American people think. Therefore, I will sit here and suffer in silence. And if the folks have to come in and help me, then they had to. And I got to do it because of probation or some type of external circumstance. I hate that that's how it is, but even my sister, my mom, my brother, all of them, even me, when I was a kid, I grew up with sexual abuse, physical abuse. People were abusing drugs and alcohol, so much stuff going on. Depression, you could tell people were just mentally, just depression, anxiety, feeling bad about themselves, just reciprocating what they had been given back. Not and hell, therapy would have made a world of difference, I think. Cognitive behavioral therapy to really think about what's going on, person centered to get through these things, to know that you have more strength than it appears that you do. Boy, I think we would have definitely, even being broke and having no money, we'd have made it somewhere. But fortunately and unfortunately, that made me who I am today. It gave me the strength that I thrive on today. When I did seek a counselor for myself, part of the question is what can they do to support us, or me particularly, or people of color, or whatever. I just need more people that look like me there. Really, that's it. Because it relieves the extra barrier of me not thinking that for some reason you may not like me. I don't know what it is, but you may not want to shake my hand, or you may feel uncomfortable about something I might say. And I don't want any transference from me to you either. That wouldn't be good. Or counter transference or anything like that. That would just be not good. So, representation, shame, fear, confusion, don't know how. Those are all things that why people do not seek therapy, from my perspective. Okay, thanks, guys.